News investigates a delayed response to a fire that claimed the life of a local woman.
Fire officials say staffing shortages led to a slow response to a fire in South Strabane, Washington County. This was back in December. Investigative reporter Paul Van Osdale joins us live from South Strabane with more on where this all happened. Paul.
Well, Janelle, the fire happened here at the Thomas Campbell Apartments, whose residents are mostly elderly or disabled. Now, the closest fire station in South Strabane is just a mile and a half away, but records show it took 18 minutes for the first truck from that station to arrive. By that time, it was too late to save resident Frances Veenan.
I just can't seem to get it into my mind. Why did she have to go the way she did?
Wanda Williams' sister Frances Veenan was on the 6th floor of the Thomas Campbell Apartments when fire broke out at an apartment across the hall. It was just after midnight, and that meant South Strabane's fire department had no paid staff on duty. The last shift ended at 11 p.m.
That means that now your career staff and your volunteer staff, they have to, get out of bed, come down here, get ready, and then respond out, which cuts into your response time as far as arriving.
As a result, records show it took 18 minutes after the initial dispatch for the first South Strabane fire truck to get to the scene, and 34 minutes before crews could get water on the fire. When firefighters pulled out Frances, she was taken to the burn unit at Mercy Hospital, where she died.
I just stood there and cried. The most I said to her was, "I love you. And I'll be here for you."
Federal standards call for an average 6-minute response for full-time fire departments and 10 minutes for volunteers. South Strabane is a combination of paid and volunteer firefighters. 18 minutes is not an acceptable response time, right?
It isn't. It's something that you want to try to improve and to make sure that you're looking at the deficiencies.
The fire not only led to Frances's death, but dozens of other residents lost their homes and belongings. Action News Investigates talked to some who were living in a nearby hotel.
It was very scary to see the flames coming out of the windows. It was like it was going to grab the whole building.
I lost everything in there.
Just 1 year earlier, there was another fire at Thomas Campbell Apartments, but South Strabane responded to that fire in just 5 minutes. That's because the fire was during the day, when the station was staffed with paid firefighters. South Strabane's paid firefighters worked from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. Months before the fire, officials had talked about adding firefighters to the overnight shift so they could have 24/7 coverage. South Strabane faces the same problems that have decimated other volunteer fire departments, as Action News Investigates documented 7 years ago. The number of volunteer firefighters in South Strabane fell from 41 in 2003 to just 12 in 2021. And only 6 of the 12 current volunteers are fully certified. Action News Investigates was there when the fire chief briefed township officials about the response to the Thomas Campbell fire. The first truck from the city of Washington arrived in 6 minutes, but they were only there as backup. And again, it took 34 minutes to get water on the fire. The chief says South Strabane's delay hindered the response.
What we had in front of us was a lot of tasks that need done with not enough people to do it.
Action News Investigates asked the township supervisor's chairman about the response. Any concerns at all about the response time issues that were brought up?
No comment.
He referred us to the township manager. So when you see that 18-minute response, what do you make of that?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge that we're looking to address with a 24/7 operation.
How important is it to you that they do that so they can be fully covered?
Yeah, very important. That nothing like this happens again.
Now, South Strabane is hiring 2 more paid firefighters, and they plan to add more next year. Officials say they hope to go to 24-hour coverage as soon as possible. Reporting live from South Strabane, Paul Van Osdale, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.